The Replacements, by Timothy Sittler. Narrated by Peter Bishop. 1. Hello, my name is Tim. Let me start out by saying that I'm just an ordinary guy. I have a basic life like everyone else. You know, going to the store, shopping, going to work, and so on. This past week's events have prompted me to start writing things down. About a week ago, the morning started out just like any other morning. I got up at 5:30 a.m., started coffee, walked outside listening to the birds chirping, and proceeded to get ready for work. I got to work and started my deliveries for the day. When I arrived at the second customer, I noticed that the parking lot was almost empty. And something else caught my attention as well. You know, the everyday sounds that we get so used to. The ones that we automatically just block out. Background traffic, birds, people's voices. Well, when I turned the truck off, I realized that there were no sounds. It was dead quiet. I stood there for a moment and then brushed it off, grabbed the customer's product and proceeded to go into the building. Again, that unsettling quiet. No TV playing, no weather reports, nothing. I set down the items where they belonged and walked up to the counter for signature. The lady, let's call her June, was standing there, but she just had a blank look in her eyes. No emotion. "Hello, I'm here with your delivery." She just continued to stare blankly at me, and in a slow, broken voice replied, "Signature? Delivery?" "Yes, please." She very slowly picked up a pen and scrawled something not even close to a name that could be read. I thought, okay, whatever. I gave her her copy and left, thinking, that was weird. The rest of the day was normal. Well, sorta. I did notice that there was not as much traffic as usual on the main roads and highways. Kinda made me happy. No slow drivers to hold me up. I went back to the main store, clocked out, and went home. Several days went by with happenings similar to those I already described. Less traffic, and people acting, well, zoned out. One morning, when I got up and went outside, there was no sound. Nothing. No birds. No off-in-the-distance traffic. Nothing. Now, I started to feel really creeped out. On my way into work, there was little to no traffic anywhere. 2. I got to work and clocked in as usual. Got into my truck and headed out to make my normal deliveries. Today, my first stop was an industrial complex. The lot should have been filled with cars and trucks, but there were only a few scattered about. What I did see were a few people outside of the buildings just standing there, not moving. What the hell is this? I arrived where I had to make my delivery. I went inside, and every worker was just standing there, motionless. They all very slowly turned to watch me come in and set their inventory items down. I went to the manager and asked for a signature, and he had that same stiff, blank stare. Now, I'm feeling really, really freaked out. I dropped his copy and just left. When I got back into the truck, an announcement was on the radio. Flat, monotone. To all citizens, please return to your homes. Please clear streets. You have 1 hour to comply. This kept repeating. So I returned to my workplace, parked the truck as normal, and went in to tell my boss what I had heard. Again with that complete silence. No movement, no radio, nothing. I saw 2 of the warehouse workers just standing there, not moving. I went to my boss's office, and he was just sitting there behind his desk with a blank expression. He raised his head slowly and said, in a flat voice, "Go home. Done for the day." I started getting chills up my back, wondering what the hell was going on. When I got home, I called a friend, Jay, and he said, "Yeah, I got the same order to go back home for the day. What the fuck is going on?" I did not have an answer. A short while later, he came over to my house and suggested we go see his grandmother, just a couple of blocks away. While walking over there, we both noticed again. No sounds, no birds, no people, no lawnmowers running. Nothing. Damn eerie. When we got to her house, she seemed normal at first. Greeted my friend with a happy hug like grandmas always do, and we went in. She said she had not noticed anything strange like we were describing. She excused herself and went through a door which looked like it went down to a basement. After 30 minutes of no return, I went looking for her. I went to the same door and started down the stairs. And down. And down. I can only guess, but it seemed like I was now 50 feet below ground level. A short hallway led to several doors on the right and left of the hall. I opened the first one on my right and found a room with a drape across the middle. I slowly pulled it aside, and there was, on the sides, computers and monitors. And in the center was a table with what I thought at first was someone lying down. I stepped closer and was staring at... what? My mind could just not comprehend what my eyes were seeing. I know I must have stopped breathing for a minute or so because I let out a sharp gush of wind and a long moaning cry. There on the table was a human-shaped something. An incomplete robot or android. There was not a face where there should have been one. It was just a circuit board with 2 round cameras where the eyes should have been. The chest was open, revealing wires, computer parts, blinking LED lights. I was completely frozen with a shocked fright. What the fuck am I looking at? Holy shit! 3. I was finally able to move and turn and run up the stairs to find my friend. I went through the house and found him on the couch. "Dude, we have got to go. Now! Holy shit!" He just looked at me with a blank stare and said, "Your replacement is being prepared." "No!" I screamed and ran out of the house, trying to think. What the hell? I've got to get back to my house. Weapons. I have guns. I can protect myself. But when I reached my home, there were at least 30 people. Robots? Androids? All just standing there, blocking my way. I'm trapped. What the fuck is happening? What do I do now? Just think, the next time you see your neighbor or friend, is he or she what they appear to be?